Tiffany, I want to talk about your amazing show. Really, Detective Danner is back, and this time I'm getting so much fun. It seems like you guys really just killed it in the first season, and everybody just fell in love with this world. So, in a genre, and I say genre loosely as a whodunit because the after party is a lot of different things. How do you approach your detective role that can be done so many different ways?
Well, I approach it in a way that is like real for me. You know, I'm the detective that I would always want to see. I would want to be interrogated by Detective Danner. I would want Detective Danner to be going through my house trying to figure out who did what to where. Because I feel like she makes people feel comfortable enough to divulge the information, and she's accusatory but not nasty about it. You know?
Okay.
And she's a good time because she's a little quirky.
Now, in real life, Zach, tell me if this is true, because John Cho just said about Tiffany that in real life, you would kill it as a detective because you can look somebody right in the eye and know if they are lying or not. Zach, true or false?
Yeah, I lie all the time, and it was really hard to do it around Tiffany. And so I had to enter into a degree of like emotional transparency that to me is basically intolerable. But I think Tiffany would be an amazing detective because of what you're saying, because you feel so quickly at ease in Tiffany's presence that you would let stuff slip. And I always wonder about that with detectives, whether like day in and day out earning the trust of people who you then put the knife in their back, and it's got to be weird. It's got to feel like it's got to be a weird job, even though they're, you know, people have committed crimes.
Yeah, because they gotta they make you comfortable and kind of like them, and which means they gotta kind of like something about you.
Oh, that's interesting.
And see that's how you make people like you, is you find something about them to like.
That's nice.
First, and then it comes right back. So, see, you get what you give.
That makes sense.
You get what you give. Don't forget that now, Fred. You get what you give.
This is a note, a master class in manifestation. I'm writing it down. You get what you get.
It's a queendom class, okay? I'm nobody's master.
Did you know, love the queendom class. Love the queendom class. And I want to know.
It's okay, Fred. I like when you giggle. That's cute.
You're making me blush over here.
I know your heart beating fast.
Yeah, but did you know you have, see, you're doing it to me right now. You're looking at me in the eye. You're knowing how to break me down. Did you know you had this gift growing up? Like, is this something that always served you on the first dates when you're meeting people for the first time?
Yeah, it's definitely served me. I feel like I activated my gift around 11 or 12, after I saw Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And I was like, that's what I need. That's what I'm gonna do. Actually, I saw it in '87, so I probably was like 7 or 8 when I saw it. But it really resonated with me when I was about like 10, 11, maybe 12. And I really developed it. And it's like eye contact, you know, notice something about that person that you do like, and then you're able to communicate. If you don't notice anything that you like, think about it. So if you are talking to somebody and nothing about them is likable, like you're like, I'm trying to find something. But everything is like their eye too lazy, their breath stank, and one nostril. You can't connect. You can't connect. Because there's nothing that you like.
There was no problem with that on the set, though, because the cast chemistry is absolutely palpable. And I gotta say, Zach, you probably had, in my opinion, I don't know, one of the hardest roles, because when you were a groom alive, you did it with such an endearing but bizarre sort of personality. And then when you're the dead guy, I want to know, like, what was harder, bringing him to life or bringing him to death? Does that make sense?
It's hard to hold. I have very limited lung capacity, so holding my breath for even a short period of time creates a feeling of panic. And so when I had to pretend to be a dead body, the camera guy would be like, "You're breathing again." I'd be like, "I know, I'm in great distress," and it's hard not to blink. Yeah, it's just like controlling my own body is harder than acting a role. So I would say the death was harder.
But he was so good at being dead. I know he took breathing exercises. You had to do some kind of classes.
Win Hof, maybe?
Yeah.
I just hung out. I hung out with a lot of
polar people. The polar people.
Polar people know how to control their breathing?
Yeah, because they're getting that ice water to do the ice baths and all that stuff, and the ice jumping in the like cold lakes, and you have to control your breath. And it gets to the point where like you are so able to control it that you're able to warm yourself up.
Whoa. That's amazing.
In case you ever play another, dead groom, or hopefully something a little more animated. But back to you, Tiffany, in the summer. I mean, all of you guys do great in the series, but we know, Tiffany, you got a lot of projects going on. How do you find time for yourself? And is it going to be one of those like hot girl summers, or you're just going to focus on your work and just take a step back from dating and all that stuff?
Let me tell you something. Well, you trying to go on a date, Fred? Did you try to see what I'm doing? My schedule is a little booked for the next 3 weeks because it is a Haddish summer, okay? You might call it hot girl summer. I'm calling it a Haddish summer. And Haddish means new, okay? So this new stuff is coming through, all right? Got music, got movies, got TV show, got all kind of things. It's a good time. It's a good time. On tour, got comedy. Look, you keep on showing that heart, baby. I like your heart. I like your heart. But it is a serious situation going on over here. I don't know if you're ready. That's the issue with men. See, y'all not necessarily ready for a woman that can do a lot of things. That wants you to do things for her.
Tiffany. A guy should be so lucky, and I always say I'm always a student, never a teacher. I'm always learning new things, and I've learned a lot from you and you too, Zach. Thank you so much.
I have big summer plans. I'm gonna put on SPF 125, loiter at a Barnes and Noble, drink some melted iced coffee that's sort of attenuated to room temperature so it doesn't hurt my teeth. So it's gonna be a woods summer too, and woods means low-level depression.
And Frank, let me know what your credit score is, and if it's in the right range, then then you can hang out with me anytime.
Are you solvent,
this
Fred?
First generation American citizens got a pretty good credit score, so I think we can check that one.
Okay, then we can hang out. That means you're responsible. Right. I'm about men that are responsible.
Yo vivo en Miami, so let me know whenever you're in Miami.
Mi mucho gusto bailar, y me encantan las hamburguesas y los tacos, papi.
Amamos a Tiffany Haddish. Y también a ti, Zach Woods. Muchas gracias. Thank you guys so much for the time. Best of luck.